Hello everyone and welcome to another HS2 update. In this video I'm covering the area between the Tame Viaduct near Aylesbury and Stoke Mandeville. As with my other recent update videos, I shall be including footage from my last visit, which I will put in the bottom corner. This makes it easier to see what changes have occurred. Okay then, let's get on with this video. As we leave Thame Viaduct, we come to Vaughan Hill Cutting, and it's here that they've been working hard since last time in building up the slopes. We can see that by the different coloured soil used here. The overbridge here is yet to be started on, and I've been saying that for months. It's been like that for a long time. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen in the near future because there's nothing on site, no parts of the bridge anywhere that I can see. Here we can see the cutting continuing, and the slopes look ready for planting, although at the moment of course that's too late in the year for that, so I imagine they'll just leave it until the autumn and then they'll do their planting then. With Vaughan Hill Farm top right, we're now approaching the area around Hartwell House. If you're enjoying this content, please consider subscribing and click on the bell for notifications of future videos. And there is Hartwell House top left. In the centre we can see that they've built up the ground to bury the smaller culvert. As yet there is no signs of this overbridge, and just to the left of the site of that overbridge we can see the longer culvert is also being buried. This will form part of Oxford Road embankment, which will stop about 400 metres this side of Oxford Road overbridge, at which point it will turn into Aylesbury North Cutting. By these two white vans, they've cut a slot into the ground, and I'm not actually sure what that's going to be. It certainly doesn't show on the plans. I see in the area below that slot, it looks like they're preparing the ground for planting, but as I said earlier, it's too late in the year to do that, so I'll have to wait until the autumn. The A418 Oxford Road is coming into view now, and we can see the overbridge there, which I'll be going over shortly. I'll also take you down to the old Oxford Road and we'll see how things are going down there. We'll also see how they've progressed with the trackbed beyond the Oxford Road Bridge. Right then, it's time to go back down on the ground. Well, hello everyone. Here we are again. Another HS2 update. Where I am at the moment is the old Cold Harbour Farm track. It's the only existing section of it, which now leads to the Fairford Leys village, and it comes out on what is technically a ghost road, I suppose, but it's the old original Oxford Road just here, and the path of which has been turned into a cycleway, and this is now a bus lane. Right, it's reasonably quiet, that's good. Well, it should be, because it's what time is it? It's just coming up for 8:40. If you'd like to support this channel, please follow this link to my Buy Me a Coffee page. Thank you. Let's have a look at that old section of Oxford Road. The more recent closure of it. and we'll see how they're getting on God, look at all these poppies. Wow, what a splash of colour. Beautiful. Oh, this must be something to do. Oh, this is electrics, is it? Just here. The colour of that soil. I suppose that's all infill from somewhere else, but sand, isn't it? So that's electrics, but up here they've been doing works to the gas supply. But the path is still open. So weeks ago I was down here and was dismayed to see that they've taken down the old historic wall, but they've got to put it back properly because it's a grade 1 listed structure. So that's the gas pipe there, and over the other side you can see that big gap. Let's have a look further up. I suppose it's better to see here. Yeah, that big long stretch. I think it was 40 metres, they said on the plans. And it will be built 40 centimetres away from its original line, because the gas pipe runs right alongside it. So that will help in the future if they need to access it again. They won't have to disturb the wall in any way. But yeah, they've got to put it back as it was, and I'll be keeping an eye on that, of course. Further up the road is, I think it's closed. Although, having said that, let's have a look. I may as well, as I'm here. I think the upper part uses the temporary access road for HS2 because there's 2 properties out here, and they will need to get out onto the Oxford Road, won't they? And they can't back there because it's shut. It's amazing how overgrown this is. Look at all this stuff on here. It's like one of those apocalyptic 2012 sort of movies, isn't it? Ah, okay. Well, this is peculiar, isn't it? So where I am here is where HS2 will pass through, this very point, and through there, where I've just been filming. So down here is where, oh look, I can go on the opposite side of the road and it doesn't matter. I couldn't do this in the old days, could I? It's so weird. Remember how busy this road used to be? So yeah, that's the temporary access road for HS2 there, which is where the people living down here will have to use to get out onto the main road. Right, I'm going to head back to the start of the bit of Oxford Road and then go over the bridge, and I'll show you up there. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we now join the re-tarmacked section of this. More poppies, buttercups. Yeah, they grow in disturbed ground, don't they? They don't need to be seeded at all. So I noticed recently when I was up here that they've removed that big oak trunk that's a remainder of that that tree over there. Can you see? Why they chopped that down, I still don't know. Seems a waste to me. Well, the last time I was up here doing HS2, I stuck my camera over the bridge parapets and there was a couple of hares running around. So we'll see what we can see this time. Right, that's that bit done. See if anything's changed down here. Someone's lost a pair of boxes. Well, it looks still the same to me. I'm expecting the HS2 traffic because it's a Saturday morning. No, nothing changed up here. Or has it? There's still plates, weren't there, before, I don't think. Anyway, I can't see much difference from last time. Right, I think that's time to do the next section between here and the Princess Risborough railway line. So let's go and have a look. As we leave Oxford Road, we proceed towards the Princess Risborough line. And the top right there we can see houses in Walton Court, and just here is where an accommodation bridge will go. Since my last visit to this site, they've been building up the layers of the trackbed. The temporary track going across the HS2 line marks where Aylesbury embankment starts. We're now approaching an area where some major changes have happened since last time. Just next to this culvert that's being buried, we can see that they've filled in a temporary pond that was there last time, which is coming into view now in the small picture. You can see that they've totally built up the trackbed now, and they've completely done away with whatever was there before. So things are progressing there quite a lot. The large area of ground just below the trackbed will eventually become a pond, and it will be bigger than the size that we can see here because the haul road is currently cutting across it. It'll be some time before the haulage road is taken out because that's needed for HS2's construction. In the field immediately below us we can see a digger moving some earth around. That area will eventually become a large pond. Something you may notice along this section between Tame Valley Viaduct and the Princess Risborough line is that none of the footpath or bridleway overbridges have begun yet. They just seem to be building the trackbed and working on the cuttings and embankments. But at least we're seeing some progress. I remember for a long time this section was very much dormant. But now we're starting to see certain permanent features appearing, like those two ponds that we saw earlier. The trackbed here now runs along Aylesbury South Cutting as we get nearer to the Princess Risborough line. At the top of the screen are houses in Hawkslade on the southern tip of Aylesbury. We now reach the site of the last overbridge on this section, which again has yet to be built. So as we reach the Princess Risborough line, that concludes our visit for this section. But before we go, I want to show you something I found. As I was flying the drone back to me, I found these crop marks, which look absolutely fascinating, don't they? All these straight lines and pits and everything, trackways, enclosures, probably dating back 2,000 or 3,000 years. I'll certainly have another look when I go back there in a few weeks. Well, that was quite interesting little twist at the end, wasn't it? See a bit of archaeology there. Things you can see in the ground. I've seen those on Google Earth before, I think, and I just thought I'd go over and have a look, see if it was visible today, because it's quite dry. So that concludes my HS2 update for this area, and yeah, it's been a lovely morning. Got out nice and early, get it all done. So thanks again to all of you who have left tips, and a big welcome to you new subscribers. Always nice to have new people on board. I do HS2 updates every week, sometimes more if something crops up, and some just general cycling videos. So I don't know where the next HS2 one will be, but I'm guessing it will be Wendover area, I think. Yes, that'll be good. Right, so I shall wrap it up for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.